So,
hello and welcome back to another episode of the Philosophical Buffet with me, Will Richardson.
James Wayne.
And my, what exciting stories we've got for you this week. So, James, what have we got set for today's podcast?
Well,
there's Elon Musk's huge rocket set for launch, which...
I think we've got to start with a serious article though, don't we?
Oh, right, yeah.
Also, we have one on a paper of weaponry.
Oh yeah.
Actually, right, we can start with the girls.
What girls?
girls?
Oh yeah, the pit girls. The pit girls, yeah.
The pit girls and the darts girls.
So,
What?
Like,
this...
okay, so at the start of all the F1 races, before the F1 races, they have like grid girls, like girls out on the grid. They're called pit girls, grid girls.
How about that MotoGP as well?
Yeah, and they basically stand there in front of the cars during the parades and stuff and just look pretty, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's basically their job, and they're not exactly dressed indecently or anything.
Oh,
In fact,
Yeah, you know,
I'll show you.
I'm in two minds about this thing because, you know, we live in a more progressive age where, you know, women can do more stuff outside of looking pretty, but at the same time, you're getting rid of their livelihoods. So how do you feel about it?
Like that is not indecent dressing.
Yeah, but
Like, that's fine.
I could see if they were on about, like, say, how the monster girls and the rockstar girls dress, because that is revealing.
Well, yeah.
That's not revealing.
But the thing is, these girls, they all got sacked. Every
Yeah.
single one of them got sacked, and F1 girls have they've just been removed from F1, and it's because it was a knock-on effect from the darts girls, right? Now in the darts tournaments that they have, there used to be, up until very recently, 2 girls, and they've been doing this for the last 10 years, right? Only 2 of them, and what they would do is just at the start of a darts match, they would walk the contestants up to the dartboard and stuff, and then they'd start the match. And that's all they did. Like, they'd walk them up there, they'd wave to the crowd, and then they'd leave, and that was it. That was their entire job.
So what personally
that's all they were there
what
for,
is
right?
personally your opinion of it?
Now, those 2 girls were sacked because of a business deal between the head of the person that runs the tournaments and ITV. Because ITV made them an offer that they'd pay them more than Sky does for, like, broadcasting it if they got rid of the walk-on girls. So they did. They got rid of them. Everyone thought it was a social issue about sexualizing women, and then some particularly overeager feminists started having to go at Formula 1, and then they got rid of their pit girls.
Yeah, because they were paranoid that it would lead to them.
Yeah, they were paranoid that they'd be just accused of.
Yeah, but it's sort of the same in boxing and UFC, because you have the round girls.
Yeah.
But I don't understand what the problem is.
If
they want to do it, they want to do it.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, they turned it into a social issue and stuff, and it shouldn't have been.
The thing is,
with the Formula 1 girls, I think that you are if you are a Formula 1 girl, right, or if you're in a job where, like, you're not a model, but how you look is why you're there, pretty much, then you are there for one of 2 reasons. Either you have nowhere else to go, or you don't think that you would enjoy doing anything else.
Yeah, so, and...
Like...
Yeah, but it's like girls like dressing up and looking beautiful. Girls love it.
Yeah.
So that's why
by
a
scrapping
lot of
it as
them do
well. By scrapping them, you're taking away a lot of people's livelihoods.
Yeah, it's like these
things that they get paid
girls,
to do.
like they're either relying on that job, or they're there because they want to be.
It depends if.
Some of them might well have doctorates and they're just choosing to do this because they think it's fun. You know.
Obviously, we don't know how much they get paid for doing it.
Well, no, they don't.
But
it's probably not.
It's probably not
a lot, but I mean, I reckon it's probably almost minimum wage or something.
Yeah, but all they have to do is just stand there and look pretty, really, isn't it?
Exactly. Like it's not exactly a tough job. The only thing you have to work out is
If anything,
what to wear and what makeup to put
ring
on.
girls for UFC and boxing have more revealing clothes on than grid girls.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's not revealing.
No, it's not.
It's just
That's
dress.
not revealing
it's
at
a
all.
red dress.
It's a dress
with a hat.
Yeah,
Probably because they're a Ferrari team or something.
that's it. And they dress up for all the different places that they go.
This is, of course, the news that the grid girls and the darts girls have been scrapped. We would like to thank Daniel Highfield for sending that in to us. And yeah, it's a pretty contentious issue at the moment.
Like that is probably the most revealing one.
Yeah, but that's...
Yeah, but even then, if they want to do it, they want to do it.
It is up to
Yeah.
them.
I mean, if you go to the end one on that row, that's a bit... No, not that. Not actually on up.
What?
Yeah, that one.
There. Okay, yeah, that. Well, that's that's not her that's the problem. That's whoever's the fucking cameraman that's the problem. They're having fun.
Yeah, they're smiling. But, you know, smiles...
Yeah, but people try to make... Just because girls dress up like that, it's automatically bad. If they
I
want to do it,
don't
they wanna do it.
understand. I don't understand why that's bad. Like,
'cause
it would be a problem.
Well,
live
they're showing their abs.
We live in a more progressive age.
It would be it would only be a problem if one of them sent in a complaint about like wearing that, or if they were like constantly just like groped in public.
Yeah.
I think we
That
should...
then it would be a problem, and then you'd have to do something about it. But they're just there.
Do you know what would make F1 really, really funny? Is just like mixing it in with mums on the school run. So there's a zebra crossing in the like mums on the school run.
What, Deborah from Chichester High School for boys
Going,
racing
"No,
kids to
Excuse me,
school."
Lewis, could you stop, please? I have a right to park here because I have children. Or, you know, dad's on the school and going, come on, it's time to go to school, come on, fucking hell, fuck's sake, let's go.
Yeah, but it's like the soccer mum, so you've got Deborah, that's son's Liam, that likes playing football, and she's got a soccer mum's car, and she speeds all the time.
If you're listening, the people at F1, feel free to write that down.
Yeah. Oh no. Right. What they should have is once a year, right? They have a race where all of the engineers and all the mechanics and stuff, they all get their own like little cars, right? Like tiny cars, like just like really teeny mini. Like have you guys ever been?
Well, not clown cars, or just little eggs.
Have you ever
Smart
been
cars.
to like? Have you ever been to like Brands Hatch?
Yeah.
Have
No.
you seen like the minis, the little minis?
Yeah.
Literally every single mechanic for every team, every single one of them, like on the team, apart from the actual drivers for the team, gets one of those cars. They all go to like one track somewhere, like Le Mans, right? They all go to Le Mans, and then you have just like 400 tiny little minis racing each other,
Just putting
No,
on
I
like...
think
and it's like a team race.
It's
as well.
definitely got to be like smart cars.
Yeah, because smart cars...
well,
One
smart
seater
cars,
smart
yeah.
cars
One
just
seater smart
racing
cars,
each
yeah.
other.
Just
Right.
have like loads of them, and
You
it's
can
like
put a pretty mean spoiler on the back.
and
of
it's
the
like it's a team race as well. So they add up all of the points that all the drivers.
40 mechanics from one team just racing.
Anyway,
Yeah. They're
So-
all just racing, and then like you add up the points and stuff, and
so
then it's like whichever team wins, and then they get like I don't know, they get a trophy that
Anyway.
just says.
once again,
Our
people
team.
at F1, if you're listening, feel free to write this
Yeah,
down. It's
write
all
that
good
down.
stuff.
That's actually a very good idea.
Anyway, I think it's time for us now to move on to the dice round, where we throw a
yeah.
dice at each other's head and see what specific difficulties that we have.
Alright,
Whoever wins
let's-
well-being gets to win something. We don't know what the prize is yet.
Well, we haven't
Right
figured it
then.
out.
So
Actually,
Tyler,
put in the comments what you think the prize should be.
what do you think
for
the
getting
prize should be?
well-being.
also if you have anything to say about the Formula One pit girls, feel free to leave comments in the section below, or send us topics that you'd like us to talk about. So Tyler, without further ado, I will now dice you. You got specific learning difficulties.
Amazing.
James, it is now your turn. James, you have dyslexia.
Oh yes.
And
Just
now,
find you at the right place.
finally, it's my turn. Right, James.
What is it called? Dyslexia.
To be fair, right, you're at the right place to have this.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Dyslexia.
You got
dyslexia.
Ah,
and that
two
means
dyslexic people.
there is no winner this week, so
There's
we'll
no
have
real
to see.
winner.
We'll just
I
have to
don't
see
know,
what happens next
dyslexia is
week.
worse than learning difficulties, really, isn't it?
Well, you've got
Okay, so
specific learning difficulties.
it's a
Yeah,
draw.
but what are your specific learning difficulties?
My hair.
Oh wow.
Fuck it.
You could be. That is a sexy.
That is sexy.
I'm gonna have to edit that, like slow it down, put the music on. I'm gonna get the breaking news button out.
Right then, it's time for breaking news.
Breaking news, here we go.
This is where they'd have theme music, but we can't afford that.
I know about it. Since when can we not afford it?
I don't know. We just can't. Because
We just can't
have
afford
to-
to buy it.
Because we're
we
three
can't-
students in.
We have the money to buy it. We don't have the money to buy it constantly. And if we use it once, we're gonna have to use it every time.
Yeah, but how much is it?
I don't know, probably like 10 quid per time or something, just to use fucking someone else's music. I mean, we could make it ourselves, but I don't have a music maker yet.
This is the kind
Yeah.
of discussions.
Right, so in the next 20 years, we're going to be seeing James Wayne, DJ Wayne,
Oh, fucking
DJ Wayne,
DJ
hitting the
Wayne.
deck.
No, it'll be Deej Wayne.
DJ Wayne.
Deej Wayne.
And his nickname's going to be Deej Wayne.
So watch out, DJ, whatever their names are.
DJ Dan, what do you
Oh
say?
shit, boy.
So
Oh,
it's,
we found
yes,
something.
it's the 100th anniversary of the suffragette movement, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And so let's talk a bit about
It's
that.
also nearly 60 years since the Man United squad died in the plane crash.
Yeah, but
They do what?
this is less important than that because this is today's news.
Oh,
It's been
right,
60
yeah.
years since the Man
That's-
United squad died in the plane
What?
crash.
Yeah, but
Today.
that's 60 years and nobody gives a shit, it's Man U.
Well, we've just probably pissed off all of the football community. We're dead.
Wow.
All of the football community? I'm pretty sure all of the football community doesn't support Man U.
Right then, so what does the article say about the suffragette
What team do
movement?
you support? Oh wait, you don't, because you can't be
Oh,
bothered
no.
to play football.
I do
Yeah,
support a team.
Who is it?
Fucking best team in the world, mate.
Who is it?
Oh,
Who's that?
Leeds
Wow.
United.
Leeds United!
Championship.
Leeds! Well, let's
Yeah,
just
boy.
talk about Jorgensen, the most...
They've been out of the Premier League for
Well, let me tell you
while.
something.
A while.
Yeah.
Let me tell you boys
A
something.
while.
I mean, they were winning it quite a lot, and then they dropped down to League
All I
2.
can say is, I do support Man United, but I also support Portsmouth. And can I just say,
Fucking
It's
Portsmouth.
because you live
they
like...
have an upcoming winger called Jamel Lowe, and he is unbelievable.
Fucking
So anyone-
Accrington Stanley, mate.
Anyone that likes football out there, you can relate,
no.
because when you get young players that are unbelievable, Portsmouth have a player that's 17. I'm older than the kid that plays football for Portsmouth, and he makes more than what I do in a week.
You don't make any money.
I do actually.
No, you steal money. You
I
don't make
steal anything.
money.
I don't steal anything.
You don't earn it.
I do. Actually, no, I don't earn it, but I give them money.
Right then. So, we kind of gotten sidetracked by football.
Right.
So, what does it
Luton Town. That's the best team in the world.
What does
Luton
the...
Town.
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
They're not the best
Listen to
team.
that name. Listen to the
Luton.
name.
Yeah.
Luton Town.
Luton Town.
It's fucking amazing. Cannot beat it.
The best team are actually Arsenal FC, but not the actual Arsenal. The Arsenal that's in a league that no one actually knows, because it's somehow a league with only one team in.
Oh, right, yeah.
So they're undefeated in their own league.
Of course they
Interesting.
are.
So,
And
what
as
is
my
the...
friend said, it's not Arsenal, it's Arsenal.
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 So,
Arsenal.
what is the...
He was like, oh yeah, I really do like Arsenal players. And I was just like, really? Arsenal? That's
Arsenal.
an amazing team.
So what does the article say about the suffragette movement?
Anyway, yeah, okay. So this year, Britain is celebrating the century of women's suffrage with events from
with
London to Manchester and Belfast. Ooh.
the thing is, with regards to recent events, that's kind of we've devolved from that, which is kind of sad. I feel, what with Harvey Weinstein and all of those other actors who touched girls.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
What?
Oh no.
What?
Okay, so we're celebrating 100 years of the suffragette movement.
Yeah.
Okay, of women marching for equal rights and
You know.
equal pay and that.
Fighting for what they believe in.
This article,
What is it? Oh my god.
It's to do with stereotyping of suffragettes.
Oh right. Well, let's read about that then. That
Because-
sounds like a very
Because
that sounds like a very contentious issue.
Because of course there's stereotyping of suffragettes. Because apparently there's a stereotype that suffragettes have to be straight, white, and able-bodied females.
They can be anybody.
Apparently,
That's
you cannot be a suffragette if you're not straight, white, and female.
well, yeah, because we, as we were fighting for women's rights at the time, or they were, you know, racism was still.
Yeah, we
you know,
weren't. We were,
you know.
we were probably not. We were fighting a war.
So what does it say about stereotypes then? Exactly. So
Yeah, it just says that it's all about. It's basically, it's almost like it's written by a.
a man.
No. It's like it's written by somebody that's offended that that women are fighting
Well, yeah,
for their own
people
right.
people are offended by all sorts of things nowadays.
Yeah, but it's like it feels like it's written by someone that can get offended by anything.
and there are surprisingly a numerous amount of those people.
Look who I've just followed, so we can have some fun.
Oh, we
Bloody
just
hell.
BBC breaking news.
we love
Oh,
you, BBC.
no.
There's so yeah, that's not very good. Centenary of the suffragette movement. Somebody is talking about stereotypes already, rather than celebrating what we. Tesco fraud trial abandoned pending possible retrial. Let's read about that.
Why is there a fraud trial again? Oh my God.
But I don't know. But that's pricked my interest now. Let's check the BBC website to.
It's about gay women.
Oh, Chris Bush, Tesco's former UK boss.
Because apparently gay women aren't respected enough in the suffragette movement.
Well, neither was. Here's the thing, it's not just gay women. Gay people.
It's not really individuals. Like you have a few people that stand out. Like for instance, with rights between for black people. Right, you have Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Like he stands out as an individual that drove the movement forward and is like a figurehead of the movement and stuff. You can't like get all picky about how certain people that may or may not have been gay were
overlooked.
Were overlooked in a massive campaign that spanned 100 years. Like everyone knows who Hitler is, but you could walk around and ask people, and there'd be a few people that didn't know who Goebbels was.
Yeah,
Or
because
Himmler.
as far as people were concerned,
Or Goering.
Hitler was the architect of it all. But
Yeah.
it's not true.
Yeah, but then that's also because you learn about him in all of your school life.
Well, yeah, exactly. Though.
I know, but
Like
he's
it's the same with this. You don't learn about the hundreds of.
Well, you don't
really
learn about Hitler himself,
influential-
you learn about just the World War, but it's just because he's such a big
Part
character
of
throughout the World War that you just do learn about him.
Yeah.
well, because he was kind of the guy who started it, but that's small fry.
But I've never heard of that guy before,
Who?
whoever you're talking about.
We're not even talking about a specific person.
Oh,
Well, we're talking about multiple people.
multiple people.
We're talking about a group of people.
Yeah, we're talking about.
Because there's people that are upset that there's a large amount of people that are basically not being individually celebrated.
Which you can't because it wasn't just one person. It was led by people, but it wasn't just those people who leading it who were doing
People
all of
just
the
need
work.
to
It was a
calm
lot
down
of people.
about the world, like, Jesus.
I'm sorry. If people calm down about the world, then we wouldn't have a show.
I mean, it's like how we have in Britain. We have Queen Victoria, right? Well respected as now the second longest ruler of the country, right? And is given a lot of credit for ruling the country and everything. But there's not. There were people under her that did all of that. Like it wasn't her. She was just the figurehead that drove it forward.
Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah.
She wasn't. Yeah,
we have
the
Prime
Prime
Minister.
Minister, beneath. Yeah.
And loads
all
of generals.
All of the generals, all of the admirals, everything.
Generals and politicians. It's never one person. It's loads of executive arms.
Yeah. like Admiral Nelson as well.
So,
Like really well respected naval admiral, Battle of Trafalgar.
and for all we know, he could have been.
Sure, he was massively influential, and he was in charge of the fleet, and he positioned it correctly that won us, and that kind of won us the battle. But they were captains and quartermasters. Yeah, quartermasters underneath him.
The people who were actually piloting the guns and everything.
Yeah, like every single person did their part, but you can't celebrate every single person.
Yeah, because there were about 800 people on that ship anyway.
Yeah, like
On
just on one ship.
Yep, but
And then you have all of the other ships that were there.
Yeah, but some people just might not want to celebrate.
Yeah,
Well, some of them might not want to celebrate.
It's like the people that like go into the army. It's like you get some people that don't mind. It's like my next door neighbour who's in the World War. He didn't mind telling me about the stories how he shot a few people.
Yeah.
He crashed his plane. He had to bail out. Somehow he was still alive.
Mm.
He didn't mind talking about it. But I've been with other people that hate talking about it. They don't even like say it. Like as soon as you say, like, what did you think about the World War? They can't. They can't get out because they're just really upset about it. And then, like I said, my neighbour was just opening up and told me everything.
Well, there must have taken him a long time to do that, to pluck up the courage to finally do that, because,
His son told me, as soon as he came, when he was born, that's all he used to hear about is his stories about World War.
Well, maybe that was his way of coping.
Well, maybe it's his, like, driving effort, though. Like, he wants to keep it in his mind all the time.
He wants to
But
make
it's
sure...
like, I've survived that. I can fucking survive anything, mate.
He wants to make sure that people don't forget it through
A year
him.
back he died of old age.
Well, yeah.
Well,
But that was probably his
he was...
driving thing to make him keep going, because he's like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he was seeking to, make sure people never forgot the war through him, through his stories.
Oh, I'm never going to forget about how
Exactly.
his plane got shot down, bailed out. He's survived.
Exactly.
He
So
survived a month.
he was an influence
A
on
month
you.
without anything. Well,
So-
obviously he had a little bit of food and drink.
Well, yeah,
but
we'll see.
I
a
think,
month and he had to find this squadron.
I think now that it is an appropriate time to move on to our next story. It's a newspaper from last week, and it's types of weapons found in schools.
Oh, this is amazing.
This is the best.
Now,
Okay, we have already read through this article. We have to read it again because it's just
I mean,
the funniest thing.
Things
Well,
you
this is
wouldn't
in
even expect
schools.
to be used
This
as
is
a
in
weapon as well.
schools, may I say.
So this is a list, right, of all of the weapons, right, that have been confiscated off students in the last since 2012, I think it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
last.
So,
Yeah,
if
fine.
Tyler-
Well, I'm going to start off with the most ridiculous ones. The
Yes.
ones that you really wouldn't really find is a smoke grenade, a tactical smoke grenade.
right, first of all, where would you get that from?
First, yeah, like
Unless
where
you get
the
it from.
fuck do you get it from? Like
Unless
you're
you're-
just nicking it from
Unless your dad is in the army.
And why would you take it into school?
because you're a
Oh,
moron.
my name's Jim and I brought tactical smoke bomb to school because I think I'm cool.
Show and tell. Show
Right
and
then.
tell. Just like brings in the grenade, like he's just standing there in the front of the class. It's like, so what have you got for show and tell? It's like, I got a grenade.
Oh, you can,
Look, you can activate it by
grinder.
doing this.
Someone brought a
a
grinder.
grinder
into
is a
school.
weapon.
A grinder.
A grinder for grinding weed, presumably. Why? That's not a weapon. You
Well,
can't even stab
Was
people with it.
It
How-
might not have been that kind of grinder.
Just
Oh,
in schools, yeah, in school.
Maybe it was the app.
Since then, how were you meant to? A power saw.
how would you bring a power? How
A
would you sneak
power
a power sword
sword.
into-
Or power saw.
How is for one? Yeah, okay, it's sharp. It can be a weapon.
Where did you get that from?
Where do you get it from?
And how can you take it?
And how can you plug it in when you're in the middle of nowhere?
Look.
Well, you take it into school as well. It's like it's pretty obvious you've got a fucking power saw.
And
Oh,
yeah.
what have you got in your bag, Tim? Oh, I just thought I'd bring in a power saucer.
Oh,
For
why?
what?
This
Oh,
is
it's a-
I reckon it's the same guy that brought in the tactical smoke grenade.
Right
Probably.
then.
I
Okay,
reckon.
a needle.
A needle.
Needle.
A needle. So
I suppose like there's a legitimate way to get your hand on a needle, which is just go to the art department because they're lying around everywhere
and
and just pick up a needle.
yeah, but it's
But it's not.
it's an
really
impossible
a
weapon. It's just you poke people with it.
You can't really. I mean, yeah, sure.
That's all you do.
Given
that's-
free reign to just stab somebody with it until they die.
How can you fit a golf club in your bag?
What?
Golf club.
fucking golf club.
What?
What, are you just going to put a 9-iron or a driver in your bag?
I don't know what's scarier, the fact that like people are bringing these into school with the intent of using them as weapons, or the fact that people believe that they're weapons.
And also the fact that
Oh
the fact that the people who are using it as a weapon can believe they can sneak it into school. A power saw.
Right, this isn't... They didn't... I don't know how, right? They didn't take it into school. These are in schools. A ballpoint pen.
Well, yeah, you
A
can.
pen that is supplied by schools is a weapon.
Yeah, if you.
Yeah, okay, you can
if you
jab
jab
someone
someone,
You
with
can
it,
jab someone with it, but you can jab someone with a needle. You could hit somebody over the head with a phone.
What's this? My finger is a weapon.
That is a lethal weapon.
My finger.
Your finger is under arrest for harassment.
assault.
Yeah, assault.
The
Sorry.
thing is, how would you
Oh,
arrest a
school
finger? Just
cutlery.
put handcuffs around the finger.
Well, here it's a bit of a weapon. I mean, the handles are sharper than the actual.
Yeah, but some
end.
schools have like plastic ones.
That's true.
You're gonna stab someone with a plastic fork. He's just gonna bend and snap.
Snap. And even with a metal fork and something, and it's just like. The worst that's
Right.
going to happen, right, is that you'll stab them, it will like puncture the skin, they'll bleed a little bit, and you'll get expelled.
Right.
Right, steak knives.
No, wait.
I love that there's a gun there. There's a gun image.
Oh yeah, but there's like air rifles, BB guns.
Oh, right, BB guns, yeah, that's probably.
Okay, ball bearing guns, but
Right,
even
hold
them.
on. Unless you're a child of a police officer, a riot baton.
Okay.
Where do you get this?
Where
from?
the fuck?
You steal it, you just, I don't know.
Well, this is in England and Wales.
Okay,
Right?
so the problem, right, to me, is either A, parents need to be a lot more responsible about fucking having tactical smoke grenades and police batons lying around the house, right, and power saws that their children can just pick up and take into school, right?
You know what I
It's either that, or there is a serious fucking black market that's going around.
A blade.
A
with-
blade from a pencil sharpener.
Well, that's just. that's
Yeah,
silly.
okay, it's a blade, but
I mean, the worst you're gonna do. It's just it's gonna be like the fork or something.
Right.
Like you're just
Pepper
gonna make
spray.
someone bleed.
Once
why would you bring pepper spray?
How do you? Oh my
And-
god!
Oh no, I
I
suppose.
mean, you can get your hands on pepper spray fairly.
A broom handle. So a wooden stick.
Well, yeah, a wooden stick could do pretty. A potato peeler, though, I find that hard to believe.
Wait, what?
How would you?
Wait,
A
what?
potato peeler.
How will you kill? Look, let me demonstrate. This is. You'd only be able to graze their skin, so you'd just be doing like this. Oh, take that and that and that.
Hold on.
Obviously, it would hurt.
It would hurt, but it wouldn't kill you.
It would
just.
yeah, like if they kept going eventually.
Right,
it
this
would
is
do
the.
enough
I
damage,
reckon this is the
probably.
only one that probably couldn't kill you. A can opener.
A can opener.
No, it would be like the potato peeler. If you kept going with it
Oh, yeah.
over several hours, you would kill. I mean, but it's the same with like anything.
The only flaw with
That's why
that.
you can kill people with your bare hands.
The
Literally anything can kill somebody.
The only flaw.
That
with,
doesn't make it a weapon.
The only
Steak
flaw.
knives.
I'd be
Fruit
more
knives.
concerned. I'd be more concerned if they were bringing me a Galaxy Note 7.
A 9-inch hunting knife.
Yeah. Why would
How
you
big
bring
is
that
9
anyway?
inch? Have you got a ruler?
Okay, you get.
What's 9 inch?
We don't have a ruler. Excuse us while we try and find a ruler.
What's 9 inch?
Don't say a word.
No, you're a cop.
Oh, you went there. You went. Oh, you. Also, if you believe you could do better, please send us comments of the weapons you would bring to school. All work.
A compass.
Yeah, mathematics compass.
So I think a 9-inch hunting knife probably would be a problem. I mean, it's from the end of the ruler to there.
That's quite big.
Is that the blade?
That is
Yeah, 9-inch.
from there to
hunting
there.
knife would be
That's actually a pretty big hunting knife. But well, it's probably not.
No,
It's
it
probably
isn't.
not big for a hunting knife, but it's still a big knife.
It's pretty big.
A
And
liquid pen.
A liquid pen. Does it just say a
Literally
liquid pen?
A liquid pen.
What is a liquid pen?
It doesn't say which like liquid. Does it mean like a fountain pen?
God
yeah,
knows.
that's pretty sharp. But if you like a liquid pen, as in like a biro.
Yeah, like a biro or something. That's a bit fucking point.
anyway, I think now is a good time.
I don't think I can really name a pen.
Do you know what? Yeah. It's
Can you
funny.
name a pen that isn't liquid? Like, it doesn't use
Right,
liquid.
they have knuckle dusters.
Oh really? No, they all use liquid.
They
Yeah,
have
that's why
knuckle
they're
dusters
fucking
at guns.
pens.
I haven't seen knuckle dusters, but they somehow have a picture of knuckle dusters.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the tactical smoke grenade.
Yeah.
They've got the hunting. Well, is that the hunting knife or?
Yeah, that's a hunting knife. That's it looks like
A chisel.
Yeah.
Once again, that's like the potato peeler. If you do that for several hours, it might do something, but nobody's going to let you do that for several hours because nobody's that dumb.
Exactly. Right, there is such a thing as human instincts.
A 2-inch
very
vegetable
basic
knife.
human.
If somebody starts scraping against your skin,
2-inch vegetable knife.
you're either going to punch them in the face or run away.
It's your penis.
Oh dear.
It's from there to there. That's a
fiddly-dee.
weapon.
Anyway, I think it's time.
I mean, I
Like,
wouldn't,
could
I wouldn't
stand
say
your
that
throat.
your cock's a weapon, to be honest. But
It's just, do you see what I'm dealing with here? Even though I'm probably twice as
Wood
immature
with
as
a
both
knee-
of these,
wait,
but
what?
still.
Yeah, wood with a nail.
wood with a nail.
Yeah, that's a time-tested weapon. That
See, now that makes more sense as a weapon to be confiscated in school, because that's probably something that a student did during DT. They just get in there, they get a hammer, they put it in the wood, and they're just like, I'm going to hit you. Like, that is understandable to be on that list.
But a machete.
one. Yeah, how would you be able to sneak a machete into school?
Yeah, a machete.
You're not going.
Fucking-
You're not going trekking through the jungle. You're in school.
To be fair, I reckon a fair few of these probably could be used as a weapon, but who would be stupid enough to bring a smoke grenade or a baton or a knife or
The
hunting
thing is,
knives and
right,
stuff into school?
If you're bringing a knife into school and you're not intending to use it, and you're just intending to show off, there's no
Max.
point bringing it in.
And also,
a homemade stun grenade.
what chance would you get to use the smoke
Wait, a
grenade
homemade
anyway?
stun grenade?
That rhymes. Homemade stun grenade. Gun.
Oh,
stun
stun.
gun.
Stun gun.
Oh, stun.
Yeah,
oh.
but still, how can you make a stun gun?
You just have to be really, really good at, engineering.
Does it mean as in like a taser, or is
And
it
also,
I
like
guess.
One really burning
Sharpened
issue
plastic.
is
what? Sharpened plastic.
So if I
Sharpen-
if I
sharpen
broke
plastic
one of the
ruler.
school pens, that's a weapon then.
apparently,
If
yeah.
you broke a school ruler, it's a weapon. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
metal.
the fucking metal
It's a
ruler
fuck-
anyway.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
metal ruler's on there.
Wait, where is it?
I am holding a weapon of mass destruction. Actually, no, it's just
a
a
weapon.
murder.
It's a weapon of mild destruction.
This is evidence that I'm a
Right.
serial killer.
Yeah, obviously.
Look at that, and I don't know what that is.
What
a
is it?
metal police truncheon.
Yeah, it's basically the same as a baton, but it's
I
a.
want to have a
It's
look.
just
Okay, we'll look at metal police truncheon.
let's
because
look up-
Tyler's curiosity is pricked.
I don't know
metal
what it is. Metal girl.
police.
Baton.
What is it?
Truncheon.
Truncheon. Ah.
Brilliant.
Well,
Well, why is it sixth form for the reason? What's the reason?
What's the reason?
Personal weapons.
Personal weapons.
safe content, file types, web content. web
Reason,
search.
content of type, personal weapons, content.
I'm gonna
of-
Google it because this is.
Okay, so we are looking up a metal truncheon because Tyler's curiosity is pricked now.
I
And
I don't
prick-
understand.
pricked.
Peaked.
Yes. Peaked.
I'd
All
say
right.
peaked.
Right then. So for the final story of the podcast, we'll be
Oh,
looking
we're still doing
No.
about this.
I'm
Oh,
just,
wait,
no,
where
I'm
is
just
it?
saying
I've
what we're
lost
going to be doing.
Oh right.
So we are going to be looking at Elon Musk's massive rocket, and don't worry, it's not what you think.
Well, I mean, you say that like we've got a break between.
Well, I'm saying that.
Like,
while
it's like you're advertising for the show mid-show.
Do you know I've actually lost
Yeah,
it? I
That's
don't know
kind of what
it
it
is.
sounds.
They always do that. They're like, "Oh, we'll be back after these messages," even though we
Yeah, but
don't
it's
have
like
any.
we don't have any. Those people that do that and go, "We'll be back after these messages."
The only
They
message
do actually have them.
the only message we preach is 3 teenagers moaning about the news.
We should actually edit in like an advertisement thing,
Just to make people think
like
that we're
our own
relevant.
advertisement, where it's just like,
To make people think that we're relevant,
yeah,
even though we're just 3 teenagers in a room, just complaining about the news and God knows what else.
I'll tell you what is worthy to talk about though.
What?
There's a worldwide stock market crash right now.
Hey, we're going down the toilet.
The US stock market crashed the other day, well yesterday, and now the European one's tumbling.
Well, get ready because the apocalypse is coming soon.
Ooh.
Coming soon to a civilization near you.
Yeah.
We thought we'd last long like the Roman Empire, but yeah, we all know how that ended.
Oh, the extendable thing.
All right, show our lovely listeners or
It's one of
watchers a
them.
picture of
Like
those.
the extendable.
Oh right. Yeah.
One of those ones where you go.
Do you know what's funny?
What?
You can.
You can just buy them on Amazon.
There's one for cars.
That one just looks like a vape stick. No,
Apparently,
that
that's
one.
what one is. It's for a car. The extendable thing to stop cars from going into car parks.
If you would be so kind as to
Well, I'm
show.
done with this newspaper because it's so weird.
What? That is a gangster, an ex-gangster who was stabbed in
Show the
prison.
people about that man because he is.
Alright. Well, I'll take a picture of both this man and the list, and then I'll edit them in.
Because
So,
I think he's the only one that's been found with it.
Yeah, I was thinking that when I first saw this the other day. I was thinking he's probably the one that took all of them in. I mean,
Or supplying them. But kids,
Actually,
that's
I was
kids,
reading
innit?
that story earlier, and he was an ex-gangster.
yeah,
He was stabbed.
was stabbed?
He was stabbed several times, and he called to a stricter, I think was it sentence, on
An 11-inch kitchen knife. That's
yeah.
the entire ruler, but that a little bit.
So
Who
shall
has a
we-
knife the size of a ruler?
a guy who
A
lives in the
fucking
jungle.
moron.
Guy who is going hunting in the jungle.
Well, no, sorry. A fucking moron would be the kind of person that has that knife and then brings it into fucking school.
Yep. So if you're listening, don't bring a knife into school.
And this is
Unless you
only
wanna
in
get kicked
England
out.
and Wales. This doesn't include Scotland.
Wow.
Well, I mean, in America they take guns into school.
Exactly.
They're
They're fucking-
you know what they're doing?
Just
They are-
the other day there was a shooting.
You know they're doing a
Of a
training.
15-year-old
Do you know,
girl.
it wouldn't surprise me if they have metal detectors in every front
There
of
was,
this.
honestly,
Yeah, but
there was a 15-year-old girl the other day that went into school in the US and shot all of her classmates.
You know what's-
Literally no fucking reason. She just went into school, had a gun.
Oh,
shot
to
people.
be fair,
Do you know
there
what?
was a post on Facebook saying one like I'm going to shoot up my school. He likes it himself, comments himself and says say no more, and 4 people were shot.
That's screwed. But you know what's more
In
fucked
England.
up is
Yeah.
they're doing training programs for teachers and the staff of the school to handle weapons. That's, if anything, that aggravates it.
Well, no,
Because the thing is, they
I think
also,
the easiest way to do it is just to have the entire school, right? Only one entrance and exit to the entire school grounds.
yeah,
and just
and
put
it
a
has
fucking metal
detectors
detector
and security guards.
and hire 2 guards.
just, I don't even know why we're wasting time on this issue though, because it's just gonna.
It's not wasting time.
No,
on
we're not
this
wasting
issue,
time.
though,
I'm
like-
just saying.
We're just trying to figure
It's
out.
very simple.
I'm just saying our words have fallen on deaf ears.
It's called
Okay.
just searching people before
Right.
they go in.
There are 2 solutions. First of all, you do what we just said, have the security guards at the gates and metal detectors, right? Secondly, make sure their fucking parents aren't buying them guns to bring into school.
Yeah, I think.
Like,
thing
I'm
is,
surprised. Right?
can you imagine that? You're a 14-year-old girl, you're about to turn 15, you're sitting there in the US, it's like, your parents come and it's like, honey, what do you want for your birthday? And it's like,
a gun.
I want a gun. I want a 5.7. I want to go in
But-
I want a
school.
Glock 18 to spray up my school.
I want a 5.7. I want to go into school, and then I want to show it to everyone. Yeah, that's a great idea. Go ahead. Go. Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Here's the thing as
Goes
well.
in school, shoots.
Americans will
class.
argue that we shouldn't take away guns because it's in the Constitution. But that's when
No,
the
no.
British were
Now,
at their
okay.
doorstep.
yeah. Also, guns were very different back then.
Yeah, they were.
A
Much,
gun
they were
at
much
the
more
time when the
cumbersome.
Constitution was written would take 60 seconds to reload. It would take forever, and you'd only get 1 shot each time. Whereas nowadays, it takes about 5 seconds to reload
And
it.
you have about
and
12
you get,
in a mag.
Yeah, you get 12, and you can just reload it whenever the fuck you want, and there's
Yeah, but the thing is,
there's nothing stopping you.
there's some people that are that stupid. Like, I know not everyone knows it, but I was talking to my friends about it, and they were like, it doesn't matter yet. Someone can go out with a gun with no mag in it and still kill someone with it.
Yeah, you could do that.
Well, yeah,
No, not even that. You
What?
get one in the chamber anyway.
Oh,
that's true.
right then. And
Because there was I can't remember when it was ages ago, but my best friend was talking about it. He was like, oh, someone shot a police officer and I was like, and it was a video of like him dropping the mag. I was like, surely, if you, in America, police officers should be trained to know about guns, right?
Well, yeah,
They do.
they are. They have guns.
Yeah. So they went, like the guy went and picked up the mag. When the guy still had the gun in his hand, literally, he went and picked up the mag, bang, dead. And he, he obviously got shot because he killed an officer, but if anything, you should be. I'm not a gun expert, I know nothing, but I know for a fact there's always one in the chamber. Doesn't matter what happens.
Unless the mag's empty.
So
yeah, but obviously if you're out in a gun, if you're robbing a bank, you're gonna have bullets in your mag.
Yeah, you're gonna have bullets in the chamber.
After this rather gloomy thing, shall we move on to a positive story?
I think, because honestly,
this is just this gun talk that's getting me down. It's killing the vibe, man.
I'll tell you what.
It's not killing the vibe. We're just talking how stupid people are.
That's true. We're talking
Fucking
about
idiots.
Talking about man's stupidity and man's inhumanity to man, which is a big issue. But
Well, I mean,
because this is a case of that. This is man's inhumanity
but
to man.
something more interesting.
Elon Musk
Which
is
is
launching his
happening.
huge rocket, as I said.
This is
Oh wow.
Oh,
that
it's,
is quite the title. Elon Musk's huge Falcon Heavy rocket set for launch.
the double
Right.
entendre is delicious.
I mean, we were just talking. Never mind.
Can I just say, right? That looks to me like it's a structure with black tarpaulin over it with a car on it.
now I heard about this morning. They're planning to launch a car into
Yeah, they
one of
wanna
Elon
launch a
Musk's
car
car
into
into space. And
Okay, the car will be sent towards Mars's orbit.
the
There's
thing
no
is,
chance it will hit the planet.
do you really? It
Oh
sounds
no,
like-
that's the actual thing.
Well, that's the
They
vessel.
have, yeah, that's the vessel. They've put a car
Can we get a picture of that,
on
please?
top of that, and
Which
that
looks
is
like-
that is the because that's the inside of the.
Look at the bottom of it. Does that or does not look like a Christmas
it's just
pudding?
But well, it's not.
packet
It's
with a
not
tarpaulin
like
over
it's
it.
not.
It does.
It's not. The thing is, it's not tarpaulin. It's like.
Oh yeah, I know, but that's what it looks like. It literally looks
yeah,
like
it does look like it's like anti.
a Christmas pudding.
I can't remember what it. I
Tarp-
think it's like a really thin layer.
What is that? That is an oddly shaped rocket.
No, that's a normal shaped rocket. Why? Honestly, only a human would ever design only humanity would ever design all of their rockets to look like giant knobs flying into space.
Well, also another thing, because this is about colonising Mars. Do you really, really, in your heart of hearts, it sounds like a cool idea on paper, but do you really, really, really want to live on Mars? Because I don't. It's going to
It
be like.
depends if this world is going to blow up somehow.
Yeah,
If
but
Earth is going to blow up and our only way is
That's
go
gonna
live
be
on Mars,
millions.
I'd happily go do it.
There's going to be millions of years.
As long
in
as
the
I can
future,
take my PC, I'm happy. And as long as there's Wi-Fi, I'm still
Yeah,
happy.
if there's internet connection.
If there's internet
So-
connection, I can take my PC, my Xbox, all that, I'll be happy. I won't really care.
Yeah, so please send us your thoughts about that. Do you want to live on Mars, or are you happy with...
I love it how I
what
put
you've got?
Wi-Fi in all of my electronic before my family.
Yeah. Fuck the family.
Mum, I'm sorry, but Wi-Fi is very important now.
Okay,
So, I mean-
so
Oh, we no longer use the space shuttle.
Falcon
Alright.
Heavy.
here's the.
It said that he wants to
It's a
launch
size-
his massive payload into space. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I had to. On that sticky bombshell, it's time to say it's a goodbye from me, Will Richardson.
That's twice now that we've ended the show
On that sticky bombshell.
on that particular subject.
This ain't Top Gear, fella.
Well,
If it was Top Gear, it's not.
well, it isn't.
Yeah, but I mean,
On that sticky bombshell, you could have done anything, but you chose. You could have done on that crusty bomb.
that crusty bomb.
Oh,
Fucking hell. 60
Oh, carry on, fella, carry on.
to
Anyway.
carry 64 tons of
Oh.
stuff.
64
He
tons.
wants to send up a 64-ton payload.
Into space, no less.
That is impressive.
You must have been practicing.
No, we must have
Certainly
been saving.
got more stamina.
No, we must be saving. That's what he must have been doing.
Bloody hell.
Well, carry on.
I guess we can call him Elon Crust.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
Oh Jesus!
on that rather I'll do what Tyler said. On that crusty bomb, it's time to say goodbye from me, Will Richardson.
Oh, Tyler and Joe.
James Ryan.
Please tune in next week for more news and bullshit. We love you all. Goodbye. Hello. I am talking to a camera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck it.
Woo, rock and roll. Let me just put on a song. But YouTube is not blocked. I am James. I am inhabiting James's. It's just me listening to music for.
In the morning on the train, you simply stare at the rain or bury yourself in your balloon. Don't look at no strangers, no, don't give them any love.
This is rock and roll, mate.
Well, you ask yourself why you're so afraid, why you hesitate.
Right then, let's get this over with.
Fucking grand, pal.
What happened to? Oh, what's
What are you
wrong?
doing?
I was listening to a song.
Stop it. Fucking. Stop it.